Hey parents, it's Mr. Jim here. This back to school season, give your kids the tools they need to have fun while they learn with Osmo. Osmo's Reading Adventure Learn to Read game is an interactive tool for kids 5 to 7 that help them practice and develop reading fundamentals. Because it's never too early to fall in love with reading. Visit playosmo.com to check out the Reading Adventure new reader kit today. That's playosmo.com. Osmo, learning well played. Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. If this is your first time, welcome to the family. We have a ton of fun here, and for all of my other awesome listeners, thank you for listening every day. I know you have so many different options to listen from, but parents, thank you for inviting our stories into your home, into your cars, and into sleepy time. Well, friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too, let's go! Hey Ben, don't forget the flippers, shouted Valentine. Yep, I got them over here. Valentine and Ben were getting all their scuba gear ready for an adventure. You see, they lived on a very large ship in the middle of the ocean, far, far away from any land nearby. And their job was to explore the deepest of deepest places in the ocean. Wow, they are much braver than me. I don't think I would want to go into the very deep, deep parts of the ocean with scuba gear. What about you? Would you do that? Well, as Valentine and Ben had all their scuba gear ready, they're pulled up their ride down to the bottom. The deepest part of the ocean is called the Mariana Trench. It is so very, very deep that, let's say you and I had the world's biggest shovel, that we could scoop up the tallest mountain in the world. Do you know what that mountain is called? Yes, Mount Everest. If we were able to scoop up that big, tall, ginormous mountain and put it in the deepest part of the ocean, do you think it would be sticking out of the water? Actually, no. The water there is so deep. It's 6 miles deep. And so if we put Mount Everest all the way to the bottom of that part of the ocean, it would still be over a mile under water. It is so incredibly deep. It almost feels like a different planet when you're all the way down there. And that's what Valentine and Ben are going to as they enter into their submarine on a first-class ticket to the bottom of the ocean. To go that deep, they needed to wear some very special equipment because of the pressure down at the bottom of the ocean. It's very dangerous. And so their very special equipment would keep them safe. After a very long trip down to the bottom, they finally arrived. Ben! Holy smokes! Look at that! Ben, wake up! Valentine was shaking Ben, who had fallen asleep during this long ride. Are we here? Are we? Oh, okay. Ben yawned and stretched as Valentine's face was plastered to the edge of the submarine window. He was looking out. It was a very small window, because I don't think in submarines, you can have very large windows, only small ones. The two friends put on the rest of their gear, their scuba tank, flippers and goggles, and everything else, and out they swam into the very deep part of the ocean. If you are swimming around in the deepest part of the ocean, do you think it's very light down there? Do you think there's the sunlight, or is it dark? Yes, it is very, very dark. It's so deep that the sunlight can't make it all the way down to the bottom through all the water. So it's pretty much like you closed your eyes. That's how dark it is down there. These two explorers were going down there for a very specific reason. They were looking for a giant squid. Have you ever heard of or seen a picture of a giant squid? They're Ginormous! Yes, they're humongous squid. And they were going down there to learn more about them and see if they could even maybe take a picture of one. After swimming around for a little while, it actually did not take them long before they met a very surprising creature. Shh. Hey, Valentine, can you hear me? Shh. I read you loud and clear, Ben. Shh. Their scuba suits had like some walkie-talkies built into them so that they could talk to each other. That was a very important part. I don't think I would want to go scuba diving if I was all by myself. It's a lot better with friends. Shh. Hey, Ben, do you see that thing over there? That cave looks like something we should check out. Shh. I'm right behind you, said Ben. As the two of them swam towards this cave, they were immediately greeted by a ginormous eyeball. Oh, wow, hello. Valentine and Ben were both very surprised. This eyeball was half as big as they were. It was very, very large.
Why, hello there.
Oh, he could talk. Hi, my name's Valentine. This is my friend Ben. And we were just swimming down here to actually kind of learn more about creatures like you.
You don't say. Well, I could use some help. I got stuck down here a long time ago.
This giant squid went on to tell Valentine and Ben about how his tentacles had gotten stuck in this cave and that he was unable to reach back and get it unstuck from the rocks that it was stuck on, and he had been stuck in this cave for a very long time. Using their headlamps, Valentine and Ben swam past the giant squid deeper into the cave. They were a little nervous about it, but they were there to help a new friend. Hey, Ben, help me move that rock over there, said Valentine. The two of them swam over to this big boulder that looked like it had fallen right on that giant squid's tentacle. All right, on the count of 3, let's give it a big push. 1, 2, 3. With all their might, Ben and Valentine were able to push that giant rock that had caught the squid's tentacle. And with one final push, the rock came tumbling down. Boom.
You did it. Great job. Thank you so much.
Ben and Valentine swam back around to where the squid's head was and his eyeballs. They were very large, remember? I'm glad we were able to help you out, said Ben. Yeah, we do have one question to ask you, said Valentine. It's for our research. You see, we're trying to learn more about your species so that we can maybe do more to help protect it. So, we have one question for you. Is that okay?
Yes.
How old are you? Asked Valentine. The giant squid looked like he was thinking really hard. Maybe he didn't know how old he was, because he did look very large and very old. And so maybe if you're that old, you lose track of how old you really are.
I am 542 years old.
Valentine and Ben couldn't believe it. Did he just say 542? Said Ben. That's what I heard too, said Valentine.
Well, I've gotta get going. Thank you again for your help.
Thank you so much for your answer, Mr. Giant Squid, waved Valentine. We'll see you later, said Ben. As Valentine and Ben watched the giant squid swim away, they couldn't believe it. Their mission was a ginormous success. Not only did they learn a very important question about giant squids, but they were able to also help one along the way. This may be the end of the story. It's just the beginning of their amazing ocean adventures that lie ahead. The end. Hey Barons, Mr. Jim here to tell you why our kids love learning with Osmo's Genius Starter Kit. Ever since Osmo sent us our Genius Starter Kit, thanks Osmo, it's become the kids' favorite games to play with at home. The best part is how well they're designed to actually encourage learning in a way that's really exciting. I've honestly never seen my kids pick up new skills as fast as they are after playing with Osmo. You see, Osmo uses real, tangible pieces that look and feel just like toys that interact with an immersive digital experience. So don't just watch, but play along with your kids and have a blast, playing games that explore math, puzzles, art, reading, and more. The Genius Starter Kit comes with a base and a reflector that fits most iPad models. Available at playosmo.com. That's playosmo.com. Osmo. Learning well played.
Great job. You listened all the way to the end, and you know what time it is. It's time for Kid Shoutouts. I want to say hey to Xavier and Bear from Louisiana, Jacob from Australia, Marshall and Patrick from Maryland, Diego from California, Hattie from British Columbia, Briella from California, and Alina and Laura from Toronto. I'm so glad that you're all in the Kid Short Stories family. And on the Spy team, we could not stop Dr. Stinky Breath and his crew. Without you, my friends, well, you have a super duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!